Hi, so in today's project I'm going to show you how I made this simple little Christmas decoration that houses a chocolate snowman. It uses minimal supplies and a little bit of colouring with some Stampin' Up blends. If you want to see how I made it, keep watching. Okay, so the supplies that you're going to need. I'm using a piece of Coastal Cabana and this is 2 inches by 9 inches. I've got a piece of the Let It Snow Designer Series paper and this is 1 3/4 inches by 3 1/4. I've got a piece of the same Designer Series paper in a different pattern for the belly band, and this is 2 inches by 6 inches. I've got a piece of scrap for my greeting, a piece of ribbon, but I don't know whether I'm going to use it yet. And then I've stamped the snowman and the hat and his little arms from the Snowman Season stamp set. And I've cut these out with the ScanNCut. So basically I just put them all on one block, stamped them at the same time, and then I did a direct cut using the ScanNCut and I used a 0.04 outline. The greeting that I'm going to use is Christmas Wishes. And that's taken from this A Wish for Everything, which is a double stamp set. So I'm going to stamp the greeting first. In real red, and then that will give that a few minutes to dry. I'm going to bring in my scoreboard, and on the long side of the Coastal Cabana I'm going to score at 3.5 and 4.5. While I've got this out, on the belly band I'm going to score at 1, 2, 4 and 5. And that's all the scoring. So now I'm going to fold this up and burnish it with my bone folder. And the reason that I'm doing this like this is so that you can use your scraps for this. If I was going to make a box to put this in, I'd need more card to allow for sides and that kind of thing. And I just thought, you know, if you were giving these to school children, they're not bothered about the wrapping, they just want the chocolate, don't they? So this was a quick way of just using up, you know, scraps or simple supplies, but making it look a little bit more than just giving a bar of chocolate. When my little girl was at school, she used to go to a very small school when she was little, and there were only 23 children in the whole school. So when you know, invited children to birthday parties, you invited the whole school. When you gave things at Easter, you gave everybody something, same as at Christmas. This I bought in my supermarket, I think it was 50p. So if you've got to buy, say, 24 of these, that's £12, you know, which is a lot of money, isn't it? But, you know, when you're giving that to a child, it doesn't look much, but wrap it up in a bit of a wrapper and it looks a little bit more special. That's my thinking anyway. So I'm going to bring in a corner rounder and just round these corners. You don't have to do this. I'm going to bring in my piece of Designer Series paper and I've already rounded the top corners, and then using snail I'm just going to put this on the front. And then I'm going to bring in the belly band and I'm just going to burnish these folds. And this belly band is just literally going to sit around a meat at the middle, and I'm going to cover it up using the snowman. But again, I was using, you know, minimal supplies. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to apply on the middle section here, on the inside, a little bit of glue and sit that just inside, about ½ inch from the bottom. Just going to bring in my little snowman and do some quick colouring in. I'm just going to colour the holly leaves on his hat in Old Olive. The berries in Real Red. And the brim on his hat in Pool Party. Now, I've not got a black blend, so I'm going to use one of the black watercolour pencils and a blender pen just to colour his hat. So I'm just going to do this very quick. Obviously, you don't have to do this. You could leave it, you know, white. Just going to take my blender pen and blend out the marks. Then with my Pool Party, I'm just going to go around the outside edge of my snowman. You know, no special colouring or anything required here. And I've not got an orange, but I've got Calypso Coral. So I'm going to colour his nose in Calypso Coral. Just going to bring in some wet glue and apply a little bit just to the back of his hat. Bring in my silicone mat and stick that on there. And then I'm going to turn him over and stick his hands on. So just while that's drying, I'm going to bring in my greeting and I'm going to chop up the words. So I'm going to apply some glue on here, on these two ends. Bring in my chocolate bar, put that in, fold this around. I'm going to stand it up because it'll help me hopefully line this up a bit better. My chocolate out and just rub that down from the inside. So that's how we're looking so far. I don't know whether to apply a little bit of ribbon. I might put a piece of ribbon, just put some glue in the middle, put that across there, get my little snowman, pop him up on some dimensionals. And then my little Christmas wishes, I think I'll put up here. So I'm going to make this one smaller. I'm just going to flag the end. And get a mini dimensional. Let's just see how this is going to go. Something like that. So I'll flag the end of this one. So I'm just going to cut in with my scissors and then cut from the corner up to that point. Another mini dimensional. I don't know to put it down here or up there. Oh, decisions. Let's try this. Christmas wishes. And there it is. So, simple little project, holds a chocolate snowman, few scraps of card, little bit of stamping and colouring, and you've got a nice little simple gift idea. So I hope you like the video. Please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.